Welcome, everybody. Tonight, our topic is the confidence gap. If you're new here, I'm Nichola McLeod. I'm a coach, a mentor, a team builder, and I love supporting people to reach their full potential. I've got over 25 years' experience in business as a senior executive in the corporate world and also as a self-employed entrepreneur. And honestly, I can't think of anybody to host this particular session, as the number one piece of feedback that I get in life is, oh my God, Nichola, you're so confident. And tonight, what I'm going to share with you is that confidence isn't a magic trait. It's a muscle that you build by taking action, especially when you're not ready. And this is something that you're going to hear a lot of this evening. So, what's the secret behind confidence? Can I tell you something a little bit uncomfortable? Most people that you think are naturally confident are just slightly better than you are at hiding their panic. Like I said, people tell me all the time, Nichola, you're so confident. They don't see me before a Zoom call having a meltdown, piddling around with all the buttons, wondering if I've forgotten how to actually speak. What is my name again? Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. So today I'm going to show you exactly how you can start to build it without waiting until you're ready to feel it, okay? So I'm just going to repeat that bit again. Confidence does not come before action, okay? So further breaking the myth of confidence. Do you know what? It's not a special personality trait. It's not something only special people get. As I've said, it's a skill, it's a muscle, and you grow it by putting it under a bit of pressure and showing yourself that you can handle it. I wanted to take a moment to chat about these weekly sessions and how, when I did the very first one of these, I did not have oodles of confidence. In fact, I want to share with you the thoughts that I had at that moment. What if nobody shows up? What if my content is rubbish? What if I mess it all up? The big one. Why am I even doing this? Who am I to think I've actually got something to offer? Now, I can let you know for a fact that on session 11, yep, that's this one, the 11th session, don't feel the same way. Why? Because I took action, and as a result, my confidence grew. In fact, if you're waiting to feel ready, you're going to be waiting forever. Confidence is built in the doing, not in planning. And I think that's the biggest slip up that people make is, I'm going to start when I feel ready, when I feel confident. And it doesn't happen. The photo that I've got on the screen was on a day trip that I did with family to beautiful waterfall. And we practiced some power poses. Me and Dee did. That's all confidence is just practicing something. There was loads of people there, thought we were idiots, didn't care, we had right giggle. So why? Why does this confidence gap exist? There is a gap between where you are right now and where it is that you want to be. So I've already said most people wait until they feel ready before they act. Confident people act while they still feel wobbly. In fact, the gap only closes with messy, imperfect, scary action. That's the only way that you close this gap. So, how do you get from where you are now? You take this messy, scary action to get to who you want to be. whoever that superhero is. Confidence isn't the starting line, it's the finish line after enough imperfect tries. The difference between you and someone you admire, they just started sooner and kept going. That's the only difference. So I'm going to share with you now 7 truths that build real confidence, okay? So these are 7 things that are absolutely going to help you. Our first one, action over perfection. Perfection is a total confidence killer. Every imperfect step you take trains your brain that you can handle this. So what I'm saying here is you are going to mess up. Honestly, I do every single solitary day with my customers, with my team members, with my team builders, with my coaching clients, with my husband, with my animals. My brain knows I will. It also knows that I'll recover, I'll adapt, I'll apologise, and I'll learn. If I'd waited until I knew I was going to be perfect, I'd do nothing because I, like you, will always make mistakes. Action over perfection. Second one, consistency over hype. You do not need one massive moment of courage. You need hundreds of tiny little ones. I showed up messy on my first Zoom call and again and again. And guess what? It got easier. I think we often shatter our confidence by maybe expecting too much. Ever had that, like, I'm going to take on the whole world moment and then find half an hour later that you've failed? Or is that just me? I have learned that small, seemingly insignificant actions build into something so much more meaningful. I feel like we need a real example here, okay? Something that might convince you. Now, I've got a lot of weight that I'm wanting to lose. If you've been following me on social media, you've seen that I've been on a little bit of a journey. Now, I started on the 1st of August last year, and on average, I've lost 1.75 pound a week, which actually is quite insignificant when I think of the total number of pounds that I really, really want to get rid of. But I just want to show you what 8 months of consistency has already delivered. Now, I'm not sharing this for congratulations. What I want to share is how my confidence is growing just losing £1 or £2 a week. Imagine where I'll be in another year's time. Consistency in small little steps matters, and it builds your confidence so much. And I think this whole weight loss journey is the best example in that consistency over hype. You just need to open a newspaper, look on social media, anywhere. Somebody telling you that you can lose, £20 in half an hour. Okay, I exaggerate, but they're always telling you that they've got a miracle cure. Well, actually, what happens is maybe you do lose that weight and then you put it back on again. We all know that doing a tiny bit at a time, it's far more likely to stay off. And that is just the secret to confidence. It's just doing a little bit every single solitary day for a long time. And the next thing you know your confidence is growing. The third one, self-trust over self-doubt. Now, self-trust is built by doing the things you said you were going to do, even when it's easier not to. So if we're comfortable with actions over perfection and consistency in really small steps, the next massive thing is to tackle confidence and self-trust. We do that by knowing that we're going to make mistakes, taking the small steps and doing them even on the day that we don't feel like it. I'm adoring getting fitter, but do you really think that I want to go for a run in the wind and the rain? In case you're in any doubt, I really, really don't want to, all right? But I know that I don't have to do any kind of perfect run, and trust me, it nowhere near is. And I know I've been taking really small steps. Like, one week I'm doing like a minute at a time, and the next minute I'm doing a minute and a half at a time, those small steps. It's increasing my fitness and the run durations. So what's stopping me going in the rain when I know I can do it? It's only a bit of rain. My confidence builds when I show up even when I don't want to. That day where you wake up and it's hammering it down, the wind's blowing, and you're just like, I can think of so many excuses why not to do this thing. Knowing that you've gone and done it, it builds your self-trust so much. It's not true. Please don't underestimate it. Now, I love this one. Service over ego is number 4. When you focus on who you can help, your fear shrinks. Fear gets bigger the more you focus on you. Confidence grows faster when you focus on who you're helping, not how you're being judged. I'm going to come back to these training sessions again. With limited confidence at the beginning, feedback from those watching, requests for hands out, people sharing how helpful they found them, that's my only focus. As I'm building a new session, as I was thinking about this session, my thought is that's not detailed enough, or what extra value can I have, or how can I really help people here? That feeds my confidence. My fear gets smaller. As that happens, I can give even more. It's a win-win. So stop thinking about you, because as I've already said, when you focus on yourself, fear gets bigger. Try and focus on who you're serving, who you're helping. Our 5th one, imperfection in public. I don't wait until I'm perfect to show up. If I did, you never would see me. Not every session that I've done has been perfect. I've made mistakes on slides. I've lost my train of thought halfway through sentences. I mispronounce words. But to get more confidence, I need to do this and find out that I don't actually die at the end of it. It's the biggest confidence boost ever, is making a mistake publicly and realizing that by and large, people don't take the mickey out of you. They don't judge you. They don't think funny things of you. That actually people are normally like, oh my God, you're still so brave because you're doing it, whatever it is. Now, I picked this little picture of some carrots because I was thinking, like, when you try to work out an analogy somehow, somewhere. And I was thinking, we've got a trend at the moment, haven't we, in supermarkets where you can buy, what do they call? I'm trying to think what they call the bag wonky. That's it, isn't it? Wonky vegetables. I saw this picture of these carrots and I thought, like, when was it that we needed things to be perfect? But it's true. Like, if you had a choice between carrots and one was misshapen and one wasn't, we'd all pick the one that wasn't misshapen. But actually, there's no bloody difference whatsoever. The carrots can be imperfect and they still taste like carrots. They've still got the same amount of vitamins in them. They're still exactly the same. And it's the same with you. Embrace those imperfections publicly. I promise you, you won't die. Number 6 is purpose bigger than fear. When your mission is bigger than your fear, you truly do become totally unstoppable. Call it a purpose, call it a goal, a destination, a dream, any label that you want. But you need to have a bloody strong one. Take your time out, check in regularly. Is it still valid? Is it still meaningful? Is it still right for you? I've learned to take fear along for the ride. It's just not allowed to drive anymore. Again, that really builds the confidence up. Think about that as your fear as a little buddy in the car with you on the journey, because it's never going to go away, but you can stop it from being in the driving seat because you've got a destination that you want to get to. Moving without permission is our seventh and final one here. Do you know what? Confident people don't wait for permission. They give it to themselves. What's that saying? Seek forgiveness, not permission. I think we're brainwashed from quite an early age to ask permission for everything. Is it okay if I just find myself doing it from time to time? All great things happen when I act first and worry about it later. Nobody ever feels 100% ready. The people who make it just stop waiting for permission. So have a think about that. Get yourself a rubber stamp and rubber stamp every idea that you ever had and go for it. I'm now going to share with you 3 tiny shifts that can help you to build giant confidence. Number 1, right? But just looked at it. Stop asking for permission. Every time you think, am I allowed to? I want you to switch it. So how can I make this happen? So you're going to hear that voice inside your head. You might say it out loud. Am I allowed to? How can I make this happen? What do I need to do to make this happen? It's a really quick switch that's going to make a difference. Our second one, absolutely swear by this one. Set a 3-minute timer. If you're about to overthink something, whether it's sending a message, applying to do the thing, posting a video, you get 3 minutes to decide. That's it. You don't get to spiral for an hour. You don't get to rewrite the email 400 times. You get 3 minutes and then you move. I call it 3-minute courage because honestly, 99% of confidence is just shortening the gap between the idea and the action. And anyway, you can always delete a post. Can't delete regret. Third one, celebrate micro bravery. Every day before you go to bed, I want you to name one thing that you did that felt even tiny bit brave. It doesn't have to be climbing Everest. Maybe you spoke up when you normally stay quiet. Maybe you pressed publish on something that wasn't perfect. Maybe you signed up for something that made you feel a little bit sick. Those tiny brave moments, that's where confidence starts to grow. It isn't the big wins, it's the tiny brave nudges you stack up every single day. Confidence is a daily drumbeat. It's not a one-off thunderclap. You've already been more courageous than you think. You just haven't been counting it yet. So give this a go. You might be really pleasantly surprised. Final words, okay? Confidence isn't magic. It's not reserved for lucky people. It's the reward you get for moving forward. Everything inside you is telling you to wait. So please stop waiting for confidence to arrive. Start becoming the version of yourself who's already confident by taking that next bold step today. It'd be great if you could share with me a light bulb moment that you've had, one of the tools that I've shared with you that you think that you could try. I've also got a free persistent plan. All you need to do is drop me an email Nichola at beautyofsuccess.co.uk. Don't forget to put an H in the Nichola, Nichola, at beautyofsuccess.co.uk. Our next session has the title of Problem Solving Like a Pro. And I haven't quite decided whether that's going to be next Monday or not, mainly because I'm away. So I will let you know as the week goes on, but it's definitely going to be the next session that I do. So Karen's just saying their purpose is bigger than fear. Don't let it be the driver. Absolutely love that too. Absolutely. It, I know that like the whole having a purpose, a dream, a goal, a vision, whatever it is, sometimes can be a bit cliched. But if you actually get it right, if you spend enough time figuring out exactly what is important to you and you don't measure it by anybody else, or what will other people think of this, or is this the right thing to want? Doesn't matter what they think, doesn't matter if it's right. If it feels right for you, you will find that that purpose is bigger than the scary things. And it's remembering those scary things don't go away just because you've got a strong purpose. They absolutely don't. It's still scary. That purpose is, as you've just said, Karen, just bigger than the fear. Don't know if we had any other light bulb moments that anyone would like to share. Otherwise, I will give you back the rest of your evening. Apologies again for being a little bit late started. The wonders of modern technology. I'm just having a look to see if anyone's typing. I think we're probably all right, unless Shamila's having a little type there. You're having a little type there, Shamila. She's doing that or she's doing her brochures up. It's one or the other. I always feel like I should sing. Charles nodding. Oh, you're welcome, Shamila. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, everybody. Um, Take care and hope to see you really soon. Bye.